Well, good morning, everyone. It's Jen and Bunny. Yes, hi, Bunny, and I hope you are in a good mood today. I am. I sure am in a good mood. Well, that is just fine. Actually, I had been in a bad mood for a couple of days, and doing a video with Bunny usually lifts my spirits. So I decided that's what I'm going to do today because I don't know, it's just been crazy. I don't usually ever get down or depressed or sad or whatever, but we are living in a very strange time right now. And yeah, all bets are off. I did want to show you a couple things. Somebody asked me about my handwriting. They wanted me to do a tutorial on my handwriting. And the problem is, handwriting is just, your own. Everyone's is different, just like your eye color and your fingerprints and everything else. And I always encourage people to use their own handwriting because someday when they're gone and somebody finds something that they wrote, it's going to mean a lot to them because they're going to be like, oh, that's mom's writing, or oh, that's grandma's writing. And, that kind of stuff is special. But a lot of people hate the way they write and they don't like it. And so they either print stuff out or, use, stuff that's already written out or those rub on things or whatever. So, anyway, some lady was asking me about how I write, and the only thing I can tell you is when I was a child, I was left-handed. Well, I still am left-handed, but my father, who was a strong, powerful man, although he was very loving, he did not want a child that was left-handed. I mean, I think he thought it was something evil or something, because, it was a right-handed world and he just was not going to let me be left-handed. So he kept, taking everything out of my left hand and putting it in my right hand. Well, it just so happened that my first grade teacher, who happened to be the pastor's wife, I went to a private school, and she was left-handed, and she told my dad, and believe me, not very many people told my dad anything, and she told my dad that there's nothing wrong with being left-handed. She is left-handed, and he was stifling my creativity, and he needed to leave me alone. I think that was great. I wish that I could have been a little fly on the wall to see his expression when she told him that. However, so, she told him to leave me alone and let me be left-handed. So he said that when left-handed people write, a lot of times they write like this. Well, wait a minute. Excuse me, Bunny. They write with their hand turned like this. And that's exactly what I did. And I would drag my hand over my writing as I went along. And he said, if I'm going to be left-handed, that he is at least going to make me write correctly, like with my hand below my writing so I didn't drag it across. So this is this is how tough my dad was. Every day he would go to work in the summertime, and I would have to sit there and copy pages out of my book, like a storybook. And then when he came home for lunch, I had to show him what I had done. And this went on like for the whole summer. And I had to, practice writing like a right-handed person does, except for with my left hand. So the moral of this story is, besides the fact that my dad was, against left-handers, um, I don't know, maybe that had something to do with the way I write now. I have no idea. But, the only thing, I can tell you is it's important to get a good pen that you're comfortable with. I like this. I bought several of these. I even have a set of them in color. They're very nice. They're very thin, tips. And, everybody likes different kinds. I like a thin tip for when I'm going to, like, make something for a journal. But if I'm going to write somebody a letter or something, I like a thicker, like a ballpoint pen or something like that. So, you know, and a lot of it depends on the kind of paper. I hate writing on slick paper, you know, and you just like have to try out different things, like try different textures of paper and different pens, and you know, just keep trying until you find something you like. And this is a little like coffee dyed piece of paper that I've been writing some quotes on, and you know, you just have to like sorry. This is not easy to like try to write something that you can actually see while I am filming, because I don't have, what is this? Here's a blank piece of paper, and you know, basically I just write. So, you know, yeah, you just figure out what you're gonna say. Whoa, my pen is not working. And there we go. Be happy. And the thing is that you know, everybody has, you know, days where they mess up. I mean, you know, you mess something up. There are a lot of times I will copy something several times because I don't like the way it turned out, and I will want it to look differently. So, I got a new pen, which is working better. And if your printing doesn't look the way you want it to look, sometimes I will doodle on it, like, you know, just to, I don't know, change it up or something like that. And, you know, you can do stuff like that to hide any imperfections or to make it look different, to make it look like something that goes on a birthday card, or, you know, so here just putting, you know, dots on all the letters. So, also, you know, I always, like, a lot of times people won't bother to read something if it's just like a paragraph written or whatever. So I try to make my journaling, or not journaling so much, but the quotes. I always put quotes in my journals because I love quotes. I love words. I love the feelings that you get from certain words. And so I always put that in my journal, but I'm like, well, you know, maybe some people don't even read those. So if you put something, like if you do something unexpected, like, you know, I'm always like putting dots between my words. And just, you know, or take, you know, take your pen and just make a box around something, or, you know, just something to make it stand out a little bit, so you know, it's different, and people, it will catch someone's eye, and they'll be like, oh, what's that? And then they'll end up reading the quote because they want to see what it says. Or sometimes I take book pages, of which we all have a bazillion, and I will cut the words out of the pages that I want to say on my quote. It is time consuming, but it's, you know, another way of saying something that's going to get people's attention and have them read what you wrote. The really sad thing is, oh, I have to show you this. This came from my friend Colleen Deloach. This is the original bunny stamp set that I got years and years ago, and she found it recently online, and she bought me one because, you know, in case my bunny ever bites the dust. This is my bunny right now, and he has been well loved and well used. I never take him off of this acrylic thing because I'm afraid he's going to tear or something. And so he stays on here all the time, and I'm very, very careful with him because I didn't want him to tear or whatever, because he was all I had. So anyway, she was sweet enough to get me this whole brand new set. It's got his sister Verbena. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I hit the thing. There's Verbena and Bunny and two little chicks, and there's some bling up at the top. And I just thought that was so kind of her to do that so that I would have a spare. So if something happens to Bunny Original, I have Bunny Junior. So thank you so much for that, Colleen. That meant a lot to me. And anyway, okay, and so another thing I have is, this is really sad because as the maker of junk journals, who in their right mind would have something like this? I don't know, but I do. This is my quote book. And, you know, I make tons of journals. This is something I bought at the drugstore or whatever. And I write all kinds of stuff in here. I have little pieces of paper stuck in. I have, you know, I'll see something on TV or in a book or whatever, and I'll write down a quote that I like and I don't want to forget or whatever. And, you know, who keeps something that looks like this when they could have a lovely junk journal? So my goal one of these days is to get a journal, make a journal just for my quotes. And then I'm going to organize all my quotes, and then they will be in a nice homemade junk journal instead of this silly dime store journal. So anyway, there's that. And another thing I wanted to tell you is Bunny. Hello, it's me again, Bunny. Yes, Bunny, would you like to tell people about your new outfit today? Yes, I would. I have a new outfit today, and as you will notice, it is a lovely bunny print. Yes, it is. And I believe this may have come from Kathy Davis, I think. But I can't remember exactly. And neither can I. So I think it did come from Kathy. But anyway, she sent several little things, little, I don't know, what do you call them? Pieces of material, and they were so cute and so springy. And so the top one was a bunny, lots of pictures of a bunny, and then he's got a little skirt on underneath that's like some spring flowers, and then a lovely headband with a rose bud tucked in for, you know, a little flare. So he wanted to be sure and show you his new outfit because he's very, very proud of it. So anyway, another lady wanted me to talk about this tea bag journal that I made a long time ago, but I don't have the things ready for that, so I'm going to leave that for another day. Bunny and I are going to go have a little party together, have a cup of tea. We got our tea set ready. Let me see here. Yep, here's some of the makings for our tea party. Bunny loves it when we have a party, and so does Lucy, my little sweet dog. You know, if I didn't have my little sweet dog, I think I would go crazy because it is, like, I am not real gregarious. I mean, I do like doing videos and stuff, and I communicate with a ton of people, like through Facebook or Messenger or text messages, whatever. And my sweet little granddaughter, she FaceTimes me, and we play Barbies for hours on the phone, and that's very hard to do when you don't have access to holding onto a doll. Although Bunny helps me, don't you, Bunny? I sure do. I help Mom work on her imagination, so she's a good Barbie player. That's right, and I'm pretty good Barbie player. Anyway, so it's not that I'm not having a lot of people to talk to. I have a ton of people to talk to. But this is the first time, I think, in my life that I've ever been home alone. I mean, like, I always had kids here. You know, I got divorced years ago, but um, I've always had my kids around, or, you know, and all their friends, and the house was always full of people and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, my son went to college and my other son got married, and my daughter had moved out, but she moved back in to help me do a lot of stuff because it was getting hard for me. So, and then she, yeah, turned around and fell in love and moved to California. So much for that relationship. No, I'm very happy for her, and I'm very happy that she's happy and all that stuff. It's wonderful. However, so, you know, it's just weird because there's no people in my house. And my son came by yesterday to bring me some supplies. I have not been out of this house for, you know, literally a month. I mean, I have stuff delivered or, you know, whatever, but I don't leave. And I wanted to get a hug from him so badly. And I just wanted a hug. But he actually works in the computer department at a hospital, and they do have some cases of the coronavirus there. He is not sick, and he's tested, like, not tested, but they check his temperature every day. And, you know, he doesn't have any symptoms or anything like that, but, you know, I mean, I'm just trying really, really hard not to get sick, because for me it would be very serious. So, anyway, the bottom line is, I think I just miss having someone to have a meal with or watch a movie with, or, you know, it's just weird not having anybody to give a hug to you or something. So, I don't know why I'm going on and on about this. Because I guess that, you know, you guys are just my outlet because, you know, everything's crazy right now. And yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Bunny and I, to make this long thing even longer, we're going to have a little party, and we're going to get some little party cakes and have some nice tea. And we're just going to relax and enjoy the day. It's a gray, cloudy day, and that's a great day to stay indoors and play. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And you know, I wish that I could give you more insight on writing. The only thing I can tell you is practice, do a lot of writing, try a lot of different utensils, try a lot of different kinds of paper, find some kind of writing that you like. They even have books with lettering in them, or, you know, online. You can find something on YouTube with different kind of lettering. And, you know, you can practice and practice and practice, and, you know, as my dad made me do. And you know, you can improve your writing. I think part of it is always going to be true to who you are. I don't think you can change it completely, but I do think you can improve it if that's what you want to do. So, but remember, your writing is a part of you, and it's beautiful, just like you're beautiful. And I think you should embrace it and just be happy with your handwriting. But anyway, I was asked to do this, so I did it. And we're just done with it, and we're going to go on and have our party. Isn't that right, Bunny? That sure is right. We're going to go on and have our party, and we're going to have a great time. And when it's over, I'm going to give my mom a great big hug. And then we're going to call the dog over, and she's going to give Mom a great big dog kiss. Ooh, that kind of makes me want to throw up a little bit in my own mouth. But Mom seems to like it okay, so who knows. Okay, you guys have a great day, and thanks for listening to me. I was a little whiny today, and I hope that it doesn't affect the way you feel about me, because mostly I'm pretty happy-go-lucky guy. Okay, thanks a lot for coming by, you guys. Oh, sorry. Bye. I love everybody. Take care and stay well. Bye. Goodbye.